Look at this calendar. This is one competitor's marketing rhythm. Emails and ads in one single timeline. And using Panoramata, I'm not guessing anymore. Using this platform, I can spy on all my competitors' marketing calendar automatically. And spying on your competitors' marketing calendar the right way, you're not blaming luck anymore. You're not guessing anymore. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly my workflow. I use Panoramata to collect competitors' activity. Everything here on this platform is based on evidence. And the calendar view is already automated. So any question, any doubt, anything that I'd like to see about my competitors is already there. The calendar overview is already automated. I can find every emails, ads, labeled and organized in this kind of calendar. So it's super easy for anyone to use. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the one pattern that matters most. It tells you when not to launch. It also tells you where the quiet gaps are. So let's build it. Using Panoramata, what I want to have first is every single competitor's marketing calendar in one place, which I have here. As I've said, everything is based on evidence. And already here, I can access, of course, every single email. So if there's any kind of email I'd like to see, I can click on them and the platform then is going to allow me to see them exactly how they've been sent, some scoring, some data, exactly for me to understand really what this email is about. I can get statistics. I can really get these things organized for me already and automatically. When I see an email that I actually like, I can go ahead and save them right away. So I can, of course, download them as well. I'm going to love those social proofs example. The cool thing is also here, when I'm looking at all the emails, pretty much the same thing for the ads as well. What I can do too is look back in time. So I can on Panoramata have access to pretty much everything. And if I want to see every single email Kills in the US has sent in February 2025, I can click here and I'm going to get every single email as well. So right there, looking at this automatically, I can see what they might be up to during the next few weeks. Again, here, each time that I see an example that I kind of like, I guess this one is exactly for Valentine's Day, I'm going to save the example right away. It works for the emails. It also works for the ads. If I do click on the ads, here I get on scheme and I get access to every single ad scheme has been publishing over all the networks that we're monitoring. Here, I'll go for AG1 and February 2025. Was there anything that was actually helpful for me? Or what I can do, of course, is use the searches. So here I can look for either Valentine's Day or why not travel and see if there's any ad related to travel here, which we have some because they have the travel kit. Again, I can go here, save a few examples. So Panoramata makes it super easy for me to really deep dive into what the specific competitors have done over time. It allows me to scan very fast everything that they've been doing. I'm not reading this like a novel. The real thing that I'm doing here when I'm looking at a specific competitor is hunting patterns. So once I do save the few examples there here, it allows me to really collect the example that makes sense for the strategy that I'm building right away. So I'm doing this for a handful of emails and ads, not hundreds, just enough, to see the shades. And the cool thing is here, I can do this for emails and ads at the same time, also for socials or SMSs. It just takes a click. So up to now, we just collected stuff. Now I'm going to show you the one thing that people miss. And it's the difference between random notes and an actual calendar advantage. Watch this. I'm going to retake every single calendar that we've opened before. Now, there are a few things that are even more helpful using Panoramata. Let's say that I want to see what Kills has done in March and April during the spring of 2025. I can go here over all these days. And again, every single example that I find interesting, I can go click, save them right away. What I can do as well is ask the platform to summarize for me right away what their focus has been during that specific period of time. And right away, I'll see promotions, launches, hallmarks, and everything that they've done right away. So I can see Mother's Day, I can see Health Month, and I just done this in a click for 2025. If I want to do the same for 2024, it's the same. Again, it takes a click here to look at the emails, and or just summarize their activity and understand exactly what they've been doing and how. Huge promotion happening here. We had 40% in 2025, 35% in 2024. It's a great advantage when you're looking at your competitors' content calendar. I can go here and tap Matter right away, and the platform is going to tell me instantly when and how they've actually mentioned this keyword over time. And I can see that Mother's Day in 2025 started April 25 with this very first email, with a countdown at the very end of the month of April, and then again May 2 and May 10th. And if I do check on 2024, it's exactly one day apart, the exact same day. So now I do know that actually Mother's Day for kills starts April 2024. Here, if I want to check the data for AG1, it's pretty much the same. And I can see too that it's the month of May where actually AG1 is indeed doing her Mother's Day promotions. So of course it works for those keywords. It also works for a lot of different stuff. Here, for instance, if I'm taking scheme, and there's something very specific for schemes that makes it a good example for this kind of video, is that on top of regular promotions, if I want to see when Labor Day is advertised for schemes, I can just type it here and I'm going to see it right away. Schemes do something very specific, launching a lot of new collections over time. Coming soon is one announcement that they do actually every month, twice a month. And you can see right away that twice a month, Schemes is announcing new collections with these coming soon emails, usually at the beginning of the week. And it's been going on for the last 3 years. So you have this for coming soon. You can also check quickly the other, which is the just launched email, when they have big reveals too. And you can see exactly when and how they've done this. The same thing. Let's say that you have each year schemes, but it might be the case for another of your competitors, is delivering on a big partnership, and they have one big partnership per year. This one for schemes, it has been Nike. And you can see right away the importance of this Nike partnership they had with schemes since September 2022 all over until today and more. When you look at these calendars, what you should look for is repetition. Repeats usually mean it worked. So this is the kind of stuff that we're looking for. Let's take an example for AG1, for instance. If you're wondering which proposition value is the most important for AG1, whether it's sleep or gut health. Again, here looking at your competitor's content calendar, you can have the answer in a click. I'll go here, see the pattern, a lot of mentions over time, usually on busiest days as well. While if I type gut, it's much more rare. It's not absent, but it's much more rare, which means that the wording, the proposition value AG1 has around sleep is stronger on their side than the gut health. And that's the key, because competitors rarely run one message once. If it worked, they repeat it. Repetition is the right signal. So here, using these views, I can see the lights on moments. I can see the activity by week. I can see clusters, and I can see gap right away. And this is where forecasting becomes honest. Like, I don't say this is their next 4 weeks, but looking at what they've done in February and in March last year, I can say this is their likely next 4 weeks because I have access to the data. Because it's based on evidence, it's based on repeats, it's based on cadence, and it's based as well on what is active right now and what they're doubling down on. Now, what to do with this data? Well, the very first one is launch timing. If they're pushing hard, you might want to launch something on your side, or at least being aware that this is a big moment for them. Same thing if you want to schedule promotions, you're likely want to know when they're actually launching theirs. Use case number 2 is creative direction, because you obviously don't have to copy their visuals, but life is much more easier when you're just able to save on the go all the examples that you like when you're looking at what they've done. Use their hard work for your inspiration. Of course, you don't steal their visuals, but you can copy what they keep repeating, the structure, the promise, the USP, the offer framing, but rewrite it, of course, for your audience. One cool thing here as well, we've got the chance using the platform to have a look at several content calendars at the same time. You can also do it for a lot of different companies at the same time. This is what is called a benchmark on Panoramata. And here I can see exactly everything that happened during a specific day for all these celebrity brands that I've been keeping. And again, it's super easy to see right away which brands were active any day, what they've been doing exactly. And again, just look for any specific keyword and the platform is going to tell me when and how this keyword has been mentioned by those brands. Again, it just takes a click. Looking at your competitors, looking at your competitors' content calendar, using what your competitors have done to help you frame, to help you schedule your own campaigns. This is something that it's easy to mess this up. Maybe you'll drown in noise. Maybe you're still doing this manually. Panoramata is here to help you track your competitors consistently. It's the best way to track your competitors so you can actually outperform them. And you can outperform them because you can really understand what they've been doing and how. Don't try to predict the exact launches or the exact promotions, for instance. That's not the point, and that's not what Panoramata can help you achieve. Panoramata helps you predict the rhythms. It helps you plan on time windows. Without Panoramata, you're forced to copy surface level stuff. Fonts, colors, slogans, and it's weak. You should copy the structure and then make it yours. And this is how you know what's working for them. Because while you do this, you have access to the data, a reliable data set backed with evidence, because you have access to pretty much everything there. And you can save the assets that you'd like just right away, so you don't have to lose them and you can really use them for your own inspiration, whether as lists like this one or as mood boards, where you can really reorganize them the way you'd like, play them, and explore exactly all the examples that you've saved over time to really understand what's been interesting about them. Even better than this, you can, of course, just build in AI features to really help you understand what's really important there and is there anything you'd like to do. And if you'd like to reorganize your whole boards right away automatically, you can. So Panoramata is the best way to spy on your competitors' content calendar. The best one because it's the easiest one. Everything's just here for you already. It's just waiting for you. And two, because it's the best way to get the right insights to make better marketing decisions faster so you can outperform your competitors. Thank you for listening. I hope it was helpful. I'm going to share a few resources down there in the description. And if you need anything, you can reach out to me, to us, to the team on Panoramata or connect on LinkedIn